Yo, yo. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Some big news. Some big news. If you're clicking into this and you don't want spoilers, you got to get out. That's your warning. We're about to start. Some big news here. All right, cool. Thanks for letting me know, y'all. What's up, guys? A lot to talk about. Chat's already starting, man. All right, all right, all right. Hold on, guys. Just give me one quick second. Get settled in and stuff. In the meantime, who saw the new video essay, y'all? Who saw the new video essay? What did you guys think? Flop? Good? In between? Who's the devil? Tranq, I need to hear more of your favorite Twilight Zone episodes. Dude, Jay, thanks for asking, man. I can go on all about that. If I don't get to that by the end of the stream, remind me, because I will. I'll get to it. It's in my top 5 shows for sure, man. Dralistico is the devil. Ligma, you're already starting. Steven, I appreciate you, man. You're a real one. You're always here, man. Hey, everyone who's always here, man, I appreciate y'all. I don't think I say that enough. I'm not tweeting much these days because there's no reason to. I'm trying to stay off as much as I can from that app. But out here, y'all are some real ones. QT Marshall is the devil. Let me see. Jay, you love the Twilight Zone? Same, dude. I'm going to get to that at the end once we just start talking about non-wrestling stuff. I love that we can talk about non-wrestling stuff here, by the way. Did I notice Tony was more sports-oriented on commentary? Actually, dude, yes. Yes. Everybody's got their theories on who the devil is. All right, spoiler talk. This is your last warning. Last warning, guys. I'm going to jump straight into the big news right at the beginning, guys, because how could we not? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler talk now. All right, guys. We finally got it. The AEW G1. The G1, AEW's version of the G1 Climax tournament that New Japan has made famous. Except their version is going to be called the AEW Continental Classic. I like the name. I think it sounds like quote unquote fancy, but also like quote unquote old school. You can tell that Tony Khan loves his his old school references and everything. So yeah, I like the name. What do you guys let me know what you think about the name? I know some people are probably not gonna like it. I didn't think it was that bad, but the Continental Classic, it's a G1 style tournament. It's going to be 12 competitors, 2 blocks of 6 people each, round robin style. Exactly like the G1, guys. It's just obviously a little shorter. And yeah, man, Tony Khan announced that it'll be 12. So the verbiage was very interesting because he said 12 top AEW wrestlers. So he said, yeah, 12 top AEW wrestlers, and the first one announced for the tournament is none other than Bryan Danielson. Bro, Bryan Danielson is already back, man. He's already back. He had the bandage over his eye because obviously he broke his face. I forgot what the actual bone was. But yeah, man, Steven, you're bringing up a good point. It has to be upper mid card or all upper mid to main event level talent. Even then, I hope it's mostly Orbital Bone. That's what it was. Thanks, Mark. It better be mostly main event level talent though, because AEW has talent for days, bro. For days, man. They can fill out this whole tournament with nothing but main eventers or upper mid carders, and still leave off some huge names, man. It's crazy how deep the AEW roster is. Um, so yeah, man, Bryan Danielson will be back. The tournament kicks off. Um, I believe the Wednesday after Full Gear. So, in 2 weeks. Can anybody confirm that? Hold on, I'm trying to find the. Let me find Tony Khan's tweet here. So yeah, it'll take place across Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. Of course, they have like the TV time to pull this off now. Um, yeah, the night before Thanksgiving, basically, dude, which is crazy because I was just thinking about how last year the World Cup started, the a few days before Thanksgiving, and I was like, damn, I wish there was a tournament right now like there was last year. Even though the World Cup should forever stay a summer tournament, and it's so crazy, man, that Tony Khan announces like their version of the G1 for this season, which by the way, it's the perfect season for it too, because um it's like this is usually like the quote unquote down period for AEW. Like the usually it's the road to Revolution, but I would assume they're now gonna have a January pay-per-view, right? Um, yeah, Steven, I agree. The World Cup doesn't belong in the winter, but still, I was already feeling nostalgic for it. You know what I mean? Um, Especially seeing CR7 play on Thanksgiving morning. That was pretty sick. By the way, the World Cup was canceled. Nobody won it in the end. It's a shame, but um, but yeah, guys, this is sick. I think it's the perfect time for it, and yeah, it'll kick off the night before Thanksgiving on Dynamite, and it'll end at World's End. We still don't know what the well, besides like a trophy, of course, right? What the winner will get, but um, I would assume they're gonna get a world title shot too, like the G1. It just makes sense, man. Whoever wins should get a world title shot at the next pay per view, whether it's a new January one or Revolution, whatever it is. My bad, guys. But yeah, man. So this is very exciting, man. It's crazy that Tony Khan did not hype this announcement up and that he dropped it randomly on Collision, Like, if anything, this is a worthy announcement that he could have hyped up, but I still think people would have still complained, in my opinion. But this is what he should just do now from now on, unless it's something huge, massive, like a free agent, like if he's teasing a free agent signing, like when he announced the first dance that they had booked at the United Center, he can still keep doing that. But yeah, man, like this is crazy. Like the fact that he just shadow dropped this out of nowhere. Thanks for all the good vids. Thank you, club. Can't stick around, but I appreciate your essays. Hey, man, I appreciate you even coming by. Have a good night or morning, depending what side of the world you're on. But yeah, the fact that he didn't hype it, I think, is why it was received so well, man. The fact that he didn't hype it, prior. Like we just found out once the show started. Oh no, you know what? He tweeted right before the show started. I'll be addressing the AEW fans, but it didn't get no graphic or anything, and it was like a blink and you missed it type tweet too. So he didn't even play it up, dude. In my opinion, this is a huge announcement, and it's everything that I've wanted from AEW since 2019. They said it wasn't possible, but it's possible now, man. So you guys want to hear my dream list for this tournament? I have one ready to go. Kyrie's back in WWE. If you didn't know, yeah, I knew. Here's my list in no particular order: QT Marshall, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Brandon Cutler, Ryan Nemeth, Jeff Jarrett, Colt Cabana, Danhausen, Paul White, Luther, Peter Avalon, with special guest Tyrus. That's my list, guys. That's my list, and spoilers, because that's what the That's what the actual tournament is gonna be, bro. Tony Khan. I hope Tony Khan. I actually tweeted that list out. I hope Tony Khan sees it and knows that nobody wants to see that shit. But head of the table says I'm cooking. But am I doing a video on the tournament? Yeah, I pretty much am. I think I should. It's a pretty important announcement. But yeah, guys, that was the no Sean Spears. Nope. I left out Sean Spears. I left out Evil Uno. I left out a lot of big names, man. Jake Hager. Garrig. What's up? Yeah, I guess we can go over the everything else on the show really quickly. That was the big announcement that everybody wanted to talk about. Andrade versus Daniel Garcia kicked off the show. This was pretty good. Apparently, Andrade and CJ Perry are working together. Apparently, Miro. So Miro was off TV for all those months. It was like a year almost, and because he refused creative. Is this what he agreed to come back for, bro? It's just more WWE Cook storylines, bro. What's going on with Miro, man? What is going on with Miro? I agree, Steven. The show was pretty consistent. I liked the collision tonight. Anyway, the match itself was pretty good. I like that Andrade is picking up wins, and I want to see where this leads to, man. I don't know. I thought it was a for sure that yeah, man. The chat, y'all are crazy. I thought it was a for sure that Andrade would dip out after his contract was up next year or whenever it is. But I don't know, man. I think there's a chance that he can stay, especially now that they got old ass Ric Flair signed, but you never know. But the fact that they're pushing him is encouraging, so we'll see. So yeah, that was good. Miro was watching at the back. And then we got Nick Wayne versus Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle is consistently over wherever they go. It's pretty crazy. That's a popular theory that Tony Khan is trying to lure Charlotte from WWE into AEW. I don't know if it'll work. Apparently, she just signed a new deal. So, but yeah, Nick Wayne defeated Dalton Castle, even though Dalton Castle's over. Hangman cuts a promo on Swerve. He name dropped the Texas Death Match, and so it became official, guys. We're getting Hangman versus Swerve 2 in a I was gonna say a Hangman death match, a Texas death match, and I think we all saw this coming. I'm surprised they didn't announce it as the Texas death at the beginning, which doesn't even matter. I'm just surprised that they waited a few weeks, but no, that's fine. I think this is gonna be smooth. This should be it's gonna be a killer match. Hangman is obviously probably gonna win, and then they'll have the tiebreaker, the grudge match, and I hope that Swerve just wins the feud, man. But Full Gear is shaping up super nicely. Like right here, we had LFI versus the Workhorsemen. Rouge as a babyface is crazy, man, and he's super over. It's crazy how he's won over the fans like in such a short amount of time, because he hasn't had like, I think this is the most consistent TV time he's gotten now that he's on an official full-time deal. And I believe it was reported that Rouge signed for big money. So yeah, like of course Tony Khan's gonna make the most of Rouge since he just signed him to a big money contract. But it's super cool, man, and they're super over. LFI are just, they're killing it. So it's good to see some Mexicans killing it in my favorite promotion. So yeah. Exactly, man. Rouge came in into AEW with the reputation of not wanting to lose, not wanting to put anyone over. And then now he came in, he put everyone over, and he got his big money deal, man, and now he's getting pushed. He came in and he played ball, bro. Steven says, sorry, Tranq. Rush has lapped Andrade. I want La Sombra to succeed. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. Yeah, I mean, but I think they're both. I think it's interesting that they're both being pushed at the same time now. You know, it is pretty interesting, and I hope that um, um, Andrade is playing ball too, man. He put over Jay White and Bryan Danielson back to back, and now he's getting his wins back. So I think he's winning over Tony Khan for sure. So we'll see. Dragon Lee doing a lot better in WWE than AEW, to be honest. Well, there's no way of knowing, man. I mean, they are. From what I've seen, they've treated him good at WWE, but he only had one match in AEW. It was a trios match, and even then, like, there's no knowing unless he signed full time. House of Black call out the tag team champions Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Julia Hart also mentions the TBS title, and yeah, man, it looks like House of Black are well. At least I think Julia Hart is for sure gonna win the TBS title. I think there's no, especially because it'll be a three-way match at Full Gear. Roderick Strong versus Darius Martin. Roderick Strong in the wheelchair making his entrance is pretty funny. But a lot of people are tired of the comedy, but once the bell rings, man, you forget about all the comedy because Roderick Strong is so damn good, bro. Like, it's to the point where I forget sometimes how good Roderick Strong is. Because, damn, like, I know he's doing the ha-has right now, but he's a damn good wrestler, bro. But yeah, Darius Martin, I do wonder when Dante's coming back too. I would imagine, because when did that happen? It happened back in April, right? I would imagine probably until the new year. We'll see. And then after this is when we got the official announcement, man. Tony Khan alongside Bryan Danielson. And they also mentioned that Bryan will be at All In 2024. So they confirmed that, I guess, to boost ticket sales once they go on sale in a few weeks. And the funny thing is that Tony Khan kept stressing that, you know, this is the last calendar year. Well, next year will be the last calendar year with Bryan as a full-time wrestler. A lot of people, like, and he kept stressing full-time. And I still saw people saying, so is Bryan retiring after next year? Bro, there's a reason why they kept stressing full time. He's still gonna be around. He's just gonna, you know, he'll probably have like the Brock Lesnar WWE schedule or whatever, the Roman Reigns WWE schedule. Nah, Bryan will for sure work more than Roman Reigns is working for WWE right now. But yeah, guys, they really stressed full time wrestlers, so yeah. And then yeah, we got the Continental Classic announcement. Danielson is the first competitor. It's crazy to me that Bryan is gonna be wrestling very soon, man. This man just does not, you know, he does not give up. Tony Khan didn't want to send Bryan to the G1, so he brought the G1 to Bryan, bro. He's like, you don't gotta go to Japan, bro. You don't gotta go to New Japan. I'll bring you that shit here. So yeah, man. That's what's up. In all seriousness, though, while we're on the topic of this tournament, Snake Eyes, I appreciate you. Thank you. In all seriousness, this tournament has to have names like Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, Hangman, Swerve, throw in Andrade, Rush. You see the roster so stacked that I'm leaving out so many names. Christian, if possible, Adam Copeland. There's so many names, bro, like that. Keith Lee, that's a good one. Guys, like there's legitimately going to be some big names left off of this, and Darby Allin is another one. Nah, not Miro. Miro refuses to lose, man. Samoa Joe, yeah. You can even throw in Switchblade if he doesn't win the title. You can throw in like a few mid carders, like or one, because I know that the G1 is all about upsets, and you know every year it has it's like it's their mid card acts, their jobbers and stuff. Not even jobbers, but mid card acts for sure. Yeah, man. 3 top mid carders they want to push to the main event. I think that's what I would do too. That's what I would do. You could put in a guy like Ricky Starks, you know. Miro's called out Tranquilo 2 weeks in a row. Am I scared? Yeah. If you don't have at least a 5-star match in your career, you can't be in it. That's a pretty. That's actually I'd be down with that as smooth. But yeah, man, put some big names in that shit, or otherwise, like you gotta build the prestige of this tournament, right? Like you gotta build the prestige of it. So you gotta have some heavy hitters in there. Shit, throw in Malachi Black, throw in, Daniel Garcia, throwing guys like that, man. Um, and top guys are gonna have to lose, bro. Top guys are gonna have to lose. Like that's just that's the point of tournaments. A loss in a tournament will not hurt anybody. So I don't want to hear anybody complaining. Yo, what's up, Coco? Yeah, yeah, Steven. It's a round robin tournament. People are gonna lose. Who cares? This is for the love of the game, bro. Shit, man. Shady, what's up? But yeah, so we got that. I have not kidnapped Tony Khan, but I am booking the show, just so you know. Coco, talking about the show, man. We're getting an AEW G1. I don't know if you saw the show. But yeah, we got Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale. And Julia Hart defeated Willow. And so, if I'm not mistaken, right, this means... Give me one sec. Because the TBS title match at Full Gear is a 3-way. So, yeah, Julia Hart advances to the 3-way match for the TBS title at Full Gear. So now it's Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart versus the winner of Red Velvet versus Sky Blue. Which it's really cool to see Red Velvet getting consistent TV time after she just came back. I think Tony Khan realized how polished she is in the ring, bro. And I saw her getting a lot of love on social media too, like for her in ring work, man. Because I don't know, for some reason, a lot of people have thought that Red Velvet isn't good, like her in ring work isn't good. But you know why I think it is? It's because she had like 2 very viral botches, and well, of course, in a vacuum, those things looked like bad. But if you actually were to watch her matches, then you would know she was never that bad. But since coming back from her return this past Wednesday, she has looked like a killer in the ring. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But ultimately, with that being said, I think Sky Blue is gonna beat Red Velvet, and we're gonna get Chris versus Julia versus Sky Blue, because that is the story they've been telling. So yeah. Yeah, Steven, that's the botch I'm talking about. The one where she completely missed against Jade. So yeah. That clip went viral, and for some reason, just because of that one clip, people thought that Red Velvet was like terrible in the ring, which was never the case. But I'm glad that people are starting to come around on that, because all you had to do was actually watch the show, which all these people don't to begin with. Anyway, yeah. We got Ricky Starks and Big Bill backstage interview. This one was pretty funny, where we got confirmation, guys. Full Gear shaping up really well. Ricky Starks and Big Bill will be defending their tag titles at Full Gear against FTR LFI, Rouge, and Dralistico, to be specific. And Kings of the Black Throne, Malachi Black and Brody King. But yeah, man. I love this match, and I'll tell you why. Because these are all Collision originals, bro. Collision originals. Yes, I include Rouge as a Collision original. Because like since Collision started, he's been advertised for it. So yeah, man, this is pretty cool seeing like all the these are basically all of CM Punk's boys in one match, which is pretty cool. But besides that, I think it should be entertaining, man. I really don't know who's gonna win this. Like legit, I have no clue, man. I can see Ricky Starks and Big Bill retaining actually. So yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if any of the other teams win. That's the crazy thing. So that's crazy, man. Full Gear shaping up well. I think that's pretty much the full card. Tony Khan should not add anything else, in my opinion, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 matches on the main card. I think that's perfect, in my opinion. But yeah, my bad, guys. I'm trying to see. So we got that announcement. And then we got Powerhouse Hobs in a squash match with Big Show on commentary. I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, they're hyping up obviously the street fight for Dynamite, the Sega one, which should be interesting to say the least. FTR backstage interview. This was pretty like standard, nothing too crazy. You know what, guys? FTR might be. You know, it's crazy. When FTR came into AEW, I didn't really like them. I thought they were pretty overrated, man. But they might be. They're like in my top 3 tag teams right now. Honestly, I can't lie, man. It's crazy, right? But yeah, main event: Lance Archer and the Righteous versus Sting, Darby, and Adam Copeland. I thought that was a pretty damn good main event, dude. Like you have the all-star team of Sting, Darby, and Adam, and then you have Lance Archer and the Righteous, who I know a lot of people didn't want to see lose, but at least they have Lance Archer doing something, bro. At least they have Lance Archer on TV consistently, which is good to see, and I hope that at least they become like a mainstay in the trios division. So yeah. Jimbo complained, "Wow, FTR being a great tag team is such a crazy take." It's not what I said, but all right. Smartass. Well, the babyface celebrate. Christian Cage's music hits. Yep. And Christian comes out. And yeah, that was basically the end of the show. It was a pretty good show, all things considered, man. I wasn't even looking forward to this collision too much, but it ended up being a good show, and I guess that's usually what tends to be the case if I don't have any standards going into it, or not even standards, but any like if I'm not looking forward to a show, then yeah, I it tends to be all right to me, but. This was a pretty good collision. It highlighted a lot of talent that usually aren't on Dynamite, which is what I want out of Collision. I don't just want Collision to be Dynamite 2.0. That's not to say I want a hard brand split either, but this is pretty much what what Collision should be, honestly. All the talent that can get TV time on Dynamite. Even Rampage was good last night. I am sorry to say that I did not catch Rampage, and that's because I was working on my video. So yeah, sorry about that, but I'll probably catch it on DVR. Yeah, it's not Dynamite 2.0, Steven. You're right, man. And that's a good thing. There's no reason to have 2 of the same thing when you have a roster that big. So, yeah, guys. We're getting AEW G1 Full Gears in 1 week, Full Gears in 7 days. Um, I'm I'm cautiously optimistic. I'll say that. I will say that. Shady, I know what you mean, but I like that Collision has its own little identity with some of the stuff like that, like the opening promos. Will we see the reveal of the Devil at Full Gear? That is a very good question, and I really don't know, man. I really don't know. People are saying Full Gear is the day they should do it. I'm thinking they could like stretch it out till World's End, but a lot of people say that they can't. What do you guys think? If you can do it at World's End, you do it at World's End. That's the point of the pay-per-view, bro. Like the end, bro. The end, bro. Appreciate it, Smooth. What do I think about Britt Baker denying she's the devil? I don't think she's the devil. I said in my video today, my video essay, that Britt Baker being the devil would be a horrible idea. But you know what? Someone convinced me that if she was under the mask just like as a decoy for Adam Cole, I think I would accept that, but still I wouldn't put Britt Baker under the mask. Just have it be Adam Cole. But yeah, man, do it at World's End. You can stretch it. You can still build intrigue. Especially, you know what, guys? I hate to say this. I'll tell you guys, but I hate that there's like a 1% part of me who laughed at the idea that it could be CM Punk, but now 1% of me has that smallest bit of hope that it could be him. I know it's not gonna be him. You guys don't gotta tell me, but I'm delusional. I'm delusional. I know it's not gonna be him, but it's the hope that kills you. But no, in all seriousness, it's gonna be Adam Cole. I just don't. I really can't see it being anyone else. Not Jack Perry, not Britt Baker. Yeah, man. I love how as soon as I mentioned CM Punk, like the chat instantly became polarizing. Bro, that's CM Punk for you. People were like, "Oh no," and then people were like, "Hell yeah, that's CM Punk for you, bro." But yeah, I'm gonna do a Royal Rumble here. Let's do an AEW Royal Rumble. If he isn't at Survivor Series, sorry guys, I can't talk. People won't shut up about it. I'll tell you that. Steven, you're right, man. It's not gonna be Punk, but I hate that part of me thinks there's even a small bit of a possibility, because there isn't. I would be perfectly fine with it being Adam Cole though, because um looking back at their like match at All In, um I know the match was like white hot, the crowd, there was heat and everything, but it was two baby faces against each other, you know what I mean? And honestly, it was a great match, but I think what that feud needs now, what that story needs now, is like for them to hate each other. Or maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe it's not Adam Cole, but who else can it be? One possibility that I'm open to is Will Ospreay, but I don't see it happening. Who should I be in the Royal Rumble, guys? If Punk can come back for one feud and leave and never come back, that'll be cool. Nah, if that, I would prefer if he just stay away. Because if he were to come back for one feud and then leave, nah, that would be like, damn, like, it would, nah. Shady. You see, even Shady Guys acknowledges that they don't like Punk, but it would be pretty cool, like a pretty cool swerve if it was Punk. I agree. Like even if you don't like Punk, I think you gotta agree that that would be one of the craziest twists in wrestling history. But I don't know. I said it in my video too, guys. But I think the hype has reached like unrealistic levels, and I don't know if whatever AEW does, whoever is under the mask, I don't think it's gonna live up to expectations. Sadly, just because fans did this, to themselves. And I hate to play that card like, oh, it's the fans' fault, but you know what I mean. Let's see. How do I edit the? I'm gonna be Brian Danielson. Yo, someone on my video commented, Matt Riddle is the devil, and I was like, oh hell no, bro. Yeah, Steven, I agree. Like, it shouldn't be that way. If it's not Punk, it's not gonna be Punk, guys. Like, just because it's not Punk doesn't mean it'll be bad. It'll be bad if it's Jack Perry, but if it's Adam Cole, that's acceptable. You know what I mean? Like yes, we can still have standards, but don't be unrealistic. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Tedious Toad. Thank you for bringing that up. The Bunny Ali is no longer with AEW, which is I don't know, man. I want to say I'm not surprised, but then again, I kind of am because she was one of their day one signings, and she was like pretty popular in Impact before she joined AEW. I always thought she was gonna get like her big break in AEW like at some point, but it never came, man. But because I remember when I was watching Impact at that time, and she was like their ace basically, which is why when she joined AEW, I was like, damn, that's a big signing. But maybe I don't know. Maybe you guys are right. I see some of you saying in the chat that it was just the booking and Impact that made her look like a star. But yeah, you'll I guess we'll never know, man. Penelope Ford is for sure someone who should get a chance. Like in the TBS title scene at least, man. Kyle O'Reilly. I'll leave him in there. Matt Riddle's the devil of cocaine. Yeah, Tony Khan is letting go a lot of people. And by letting go, like letting their contract expire. He's not firing them, he's just not re-signing them. Put in Swerve. Yeah, I already put in Swerve. I should put in Christian. I don't think it's a bad thing because obviously the roster is bloated. If you're getting rid of the people you don't use, I don't see that as a bad thing. Should I put in? I'm gonna put in Hook. Should I put CM Punk in this Royal Rumble, guys? What do you guys think? In the AEW Royal Rumble, Shibata. Hager is Jericho adjacent. He ain't going nowhere. I would hope that they should let Hager go. Honestly, like what purpose does he serve in 2023 AEW, bro? Like, let's all be for real for a second, you know? Like, let's all be adults. And acknowledge that Jake Hager in 2023 AEW is not needed. I'm gonna put in Punk, guys, just for the nostalgia. Who should get the last spot? DG. Look at this roster, bro. AEW could have the most stacked Royal Rumble ever, bro. Hager peaked on episode 1 of Dynamite. That's some funny shit, but like, it's so true though. Jack Swagger. Smooth, you're a fool for that one. Yo, man. Yo, as I'm streaming, I just got a someone from AEW just messaged me and told me that my video, not the one from today, the one about AEW's identity, reached some higher ups in AEW. Someone in the company just told me that, so that's a stream exclusive for y'all. So I'm gonna continue to take credit. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. No, I'm not kidding about the message, but I'm not gonna take credit for much. But it's good that they listen at least. Smooth says I told him. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all. I mean, I want to use my platform for good, man. Like, this company, we've seen them do special things. There's no reason why they can't be doing that, you know, all the time, on a consistent basis at least. And you know, the Continental Classic is a huge step towards that. So. In other news, yeah, Steven, I wouldn't listen to those people. How yet? Tranquilo, would you like a booking job? Nah, they didn't ask me that. Yeah, I gotta fix some of these ratings. Mike G, Mike G works for Wrestle Talk, but I don't know if you guys heard, but Sean Ross Sapp gave Mercedes Moné to AEW this week. He gave it an 80% still, so apparently she's not booked for anything in Japan anymore. So I don't know. I'm super hyped about Mercedes coming in. That would help their momentum even more. So, yo, Dax Harwood is back. Yeah, well, I agree. I don't like Sean Ross, but he's usually on the money about where people go. I hate to say it, but that's the only thing I look for from him. Is she showing up at Full Gear? I don't know about that. Why do I hate SRS? I don't know. I just don't like the media people at all. It's because a lot of them have these weird egos, but then again, as someone who makes wrestling related content, I could see that's like wrestling fans are weirdos sometimes, so I don't know. Yeah, most people in the media do have their own personal agendas, obviously. So if they bring in Mercedes and then with a returning Jamie Hayter eventually, Thunder Rosa, supposedly Serena Deeb is like open to coming back. Dude, that's a crazy roster. Smooth gets his news from King Mike's World. Riley asks if I like Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a pretty casual Mortal Kombat fan. Pretty casual. What game is this? It's 2K23 WWE, sadly. Remember when I reacted to that King Mike's video, y'all? Only the real ones remember. That shit was so funny. He was yelling in his car. The game is Fight Forever too. Yeah, I forgot to mention Mariah May. Literally, she just debuted. A huge signing. Huge signing, guys. Like people, when people finally see her wrestle, I think they're gonna be like, "Oh shit." I appreciate you, variety vendor. Does this game have QT? Nah, I deleted him. King Mike said Sammy should be the devil. Smooth, I don't even know if you're like, if that's like a shit post or you're being for real, because it could be believable. The devil is Optimus Prime. My bad, guys. It's just... Yo, where am I? Yo, why you guys talking about QT? Did I used to like WWE? At one point, yeah. Y'all are crazy. You guys know all the wrestlers I don't like, and ever since you guys found out all the wrestlers I don't like, it's all you guys talk about. Y'all are crazy. Roddy's the devil. Imagine the devil is Sammy Callahan. I would not like that at all. I would stop watching. I think I would prefer an AEW game like this. Honestly, just visually, but the gameplay, I prefer the gameplay on Fight Forever for sure. I was thinking about playing Fight Forever tonight on the stream, but last minute I decided against it. Pretty sure Randy is retired unless he shows up at the Rumble next year. Well, boy, do I have news for you. Boy, do I have news for you about Randy Orton. Unless you don't want to be spoiled, but... If I was in Stardom, what faction would I be in? Yo, someone needs to answer that. Yeah, there you go, Steven. Thanks, Steven. Randy is apparently going to be in the War Games match, which is crazy to me after he was out for a year. Bro is going to return in like a violent match. That's crazy. The what games match? Yeah, man, like Randy really messed up his back doing the RKO all those years. And I'm gonna be honest, I used to be a Randy Orton fan, so I feel comfortable in saying that bro never phoned in his finisher, bro. Like he always hit that shit like at full speed, at full force, man. So yeah, it made sense that it would eventually catch up to him. But I think I told you guys in I don't know if it was the last stream or the one before, but I don't know, Blood and Guts matches, War Games matches, the more I see of them in the modern era, I don't know, man. Like, they never... The one this year got pretty close, but I still don't think it'll make my top 10 list of the year, top 10 matches of the year. Smooth. I'm right there with you. I think I said that my favorite War Game style match of the modern era, if it could even be considered the modern era, but was the one of the Lethal Lockdown matches that TNA did. Everybody loves Randy Orton though, like for real. Like, I remember with my friends who don't watch wrestling anymore, they still, every time I tell them that Randy Orton is still going, they're like, damn. No, they don't. LOL. Well, you know what I mean. I know not everybody loves him. But I mean, like, most people. 2017 and 2018 War Games were fire. Which one was the one where Kevin Owens returned? Was it 2019? I didn't really like... Honestly, guys, I didn't really like much of the NXT War Games either. I wasn't that big of a fan of Black and Gold NXT, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I thought it was good. Yeah, Smooth says that one was mid. I thought it was good, but like I said, New Japan was outdoing NXT Black and Gold on a monthly basis, bro. So I don't know. Raw is rumored to go to FX and leave USA. FX is owned by Disney, right? If I'm not mistaken. They'd probably get a pretty good bag, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, my favorite, I'm trying to think of my favorite NXT Black and Gold match. NXT on the CW. I saw that. My favorite NXT Black and Gold match might be Sami Zayn versus Nakamura. Does that count as Black and Gold? Because that was pre... I mean, yeah, it does count as Black and Gold, right? Especially because I was there that night. I was there in Dallas. I remember that WrestleMania was horrible. I was at WrestleMania that year. That match was crazy good, bro. I actually thought, holy shit, Nakamura was gonna be a star in WWE. And I don't care what anybody says. Nakamura is washed. They fumbled him, and then he became washed. Is the way I see it. It is what it is. That is a good point, Steven. Like Tony Khan turning down the CW for Ring of Honor is a ballsy move, man. Because what if he doesn't get an offer again? Garrig, that's cool, man. I would not be upset if you miss my stream. Smooth says Gargano versus Ciampa at TakeOver New Orleans was peak. I was not there, my friend. I was at the Ring of Honor show that was happening across the city at the same time. Because I've been a stan of the Elite guys before AEW was even a thing, so even back then, bro. But you know what? That show, that night, it was Cody versus Omega for the first time. I was like one of the only guys rooting for Cody. Because this was, keep in mind, this is peak New Japan Kenny. And everybody loves him, right? I love Kenny, but I was always more team Cody, bro. Like out of the two, if you put the two against each other, yeah, I was team Cody. But. Yeah, I was team Cody. I met Cody that night, bro. And at that time, I wasn't making video essays. I was making like video edits, like, you know, of like wrestlers with actual music in the background and stuff. And I had asked Cody if he had seen my videos, because I made one in the style of Captain America Civil War during the Bullet Club Civil War. And I asked Cody, "Hey man, did you ever see this video that I tagged you in?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, didn't I like it on Twitter? And I was like, yeah, you did. I was just wondering if you actually saw it though. And he's like, yeah, like, me and the Bucks loved it. I remember he told me. And he told me to keep on making videos. And yeah, man, Cody inspired me to keep making videos, man. Back in 2018 in New Orleans in a random college arena where Ring of Honor was running out of. Before Tony Khan owned Ring of Honor, before AEW was even a thing. And in case you guys wonder why I love Cody so much, it's because of that. Cody, come back home, bro. Come back home, bro. AEW needs you, bro. I'm just playing, yeah. But no, I do love Cody still, even though I don't watch the Fed. Yeah, that was really cool. Smooth, you actually saw. I thought that triple threat from WrestleMania was pretty damn good for a WWE match, honestly. There's something I've never revealed about Cody before he left, guys, that I probably will never reveal, but what I can say is that I got confirmation that he did see my videos that I made on him, and that he loved them. I thought that was crazy, and that was right before he debuted for the Fed. The For the Boys merchant. I can't believe I still haven't entered this Rumble. So I'm the reason Cody left? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. And look at me now booking AEW. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know. I look at it. I look at the past few years. You know, I started making videos because I didn't want to bore my friends to death by talking about wrestling constantly. So I was like, I need an outlet where I can just talk about wrestling as much as I want. Which is why I started making videos, man. And I never thought that, like, I would ever be talking to wrestlers and shit and getting, like, you know, insider info. Let alone talking to the guy who owns the company. That shit's crazy, man. I'm just one Mexican from, you know, from El Paso. It's crazy to think about, man. I never thought any of this would happen. I remember being in line at All Out 2021, guys. Like, being in line outside of the arena, you know, waiting to get in. And you could literally feel it in the air, bro. Like, this shit is special, man. And I'll never forget that, you know, like, if I never feel that way about wrestling again, I at least will always have that night, because that night was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All Out 2021, I'm so glad I was there, bro. I'm so glad I was there. I said I was going to rank my top 5 movies. Do I have the list? I think I do now, man. Let me see. No, I don't. I lied. I was about to start naming them off, and I don't know. The G1 Supercard. Yeah, that was a special time too, Smooth. That was a special time. Variety vendor. I'm gonna try to get back to you on that question, man. I'm still not in the match, y'all. AJ Lee might have came into AEW if things had gone better. I think so too. Remember the 2023 Royal Rumble? This year's? I actually don't remember it. Why? What happened? What if I saw a tweet from AEW that said Batman is all elite? How would I react? I would be like, what does that mean? Like, literally a wrestler dressed as Batman every week? Because that would be ass. But if it meant, like, Matt Reeves, the Batman, like a crossover licensing type deal, that's dope. Your favorite movie is Transformers 2007 or Bumblebee? Yo, the original Transformers, I love that shit as a kid, man. That shit was iconic. Especially with the Linkin Park soundtrack. Like, no, it's actually Batman. I don't know what it would be. I don't know what my reaction would be. I would have to see how how it would play in to the product. I'm thinking about it, and so my favorite movies of all time, Goodfellas is in the top 5 for sure. Goodfellas. Spider-Man 2 by Sam Raimi. It's up there, bro. The New Divide, yeah. Or also, What I've Done. As the credits started rolling, that shit gives me goosebumps every time, bro. Sign me up. If Batman was beating up the QTV crew, sign me the fuck up. Ready to Rumble, best movie ever. It's a good bad movie. I enjoy it. But yeah, so Goodfellas, Spider-Man 2 by Sam Raimi, you know what movie I really love, guys? Arrival by Dennis I always want to call him Villanueva, but Arrival. Have y'all seen that one? That's a damn good movie. It has Amy Adams and what's his name? What's his name, bro? From the Avengers. Hawkeye. Villeneuve? Is that how you pronounce it? Hawkeye, yeah. That's a damn good movie, bro. That movie's in my top 10 for sure. Jeremy Renner, that's his name. Gladiator. Gladiator's a classic, dude. But you know what? My favorite, would you guys judge me if I have Signs from M. Night Shyamalan in my top 10? I love that movie. Because you reminded me because it also has Joaquin Phoenix. Dude, I love that movie. It was one of the first movies that ever scared me as a kid. The Town, I still haven't seen that one. Dude, Signs is so good. I'm glad that at least you guys are not slandering me for that, because I know M. Night Shyamalan has made some bad movies since then, but Signs is not one of them. Bro, the part where the alien's on the roof at night, that shit scared the fuck out of me, bro. M. Night has only made 2 good movies in his life? Nah, I disagree, man. He made The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, and Signs. That's 3. And honestly, those are the 3 of his that I really like. I know his other movies suck now, but I'll always like make time to watch them just because he makes original films and he's not like a Split. Yeah, Split. I forgot about that one. So Dark Knight would probably make my top 20 all-time list, but not my top 10. The only damn, I got eliminated. The only superhero movie I have in my top 10 is Spider-Man 2. Blood Diamond, I remember that one. Tarantino films, the only one I really love is well, no, he has made a few, but my favorite of his is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, for sure. Which is his most recent one, right? He hasn't made one since. The Village is a controversial movie, man. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I like it, bro. Make a letterbox. I need to make one of those, man. Yo, Darth Thor. That's a good list, man. And you just reminded me that The Truman Show, yes, is also in my top 10. So, okay, let's see what I have so far. In no particular order. Goodfellas, Spider-Man 2, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Arrival, The Truman Show. Those are 5 so far. Pulp Fiction, I think, is a good movie. I think it's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy for me. Nah, just kidding. I don't think it's his best movie, like a lot of people think. Eternal Sunshine, I also love that one. Bro, Jim Carrey in the early 2000s, late 90s was unstoppable, bro. Unstoppable. The Wrestler, I love that one. Probably the best wrestling movie until we see the Iron Claw. Yeah, Jim Carrey's the GOAT, bro. I love that guy. Every Christmas, I gotta make sure to watch his Grinch movie, even if like some of it hasn't aged too well. It's a tradition for me at this point, man. I grew up with that movie. I remember watching it at the theater. Me and my whole family. I was super young. Steven, I agree with that. I had a friend, one of my friends from high school used to say he hated Adam Sandler movies because he always made a stupid voice in all of them, and those are his words, not mine. But like when he said that, I was like, you know what? I can kind of agree with you on some of them. Damn, you guys are naming some good ones. Empire Strikes Back, The Godfather. I love The Godfather. I think The Godfather does make my top 10. Is it controversial to say, guys, that my favorite Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith? I'm not gonna lie though, nostalgia does play a part in it, since I was a kid when that one came out. Yo, Will Ospreay and Eddie Kingston as a final two in an AEW Rumble would actually go hard. Imagine the crowd reaction to that. The Thing is also a classic. I've only ever seen it like once, I think, but I do remember thinking, damn, this is a classic. Revenge of the Sith is, yeah, man, I love that one. The Last Jedi. Ooh. M-Casp just name dropped The Last Jedi. Ooh. Don't you guys start in my chat. No, I'm just kidding. The only good Star Wars movie is Rogue One. As a fan of Star Wars, I can say that the movies aren't like, you know, I think only Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope are truly like groundbreaking movies. And the rest are, you know, like they are what they are. But I still love I love the first 6 films, man. Oh, okay, Jay. My favorite Twilight Zone episodes. Those I know off the top of my head for sure. Okay, here we go. The Midnight Sun, the one where the sun starts moving closer to the earth. 5 characters in search of an exit. I'm sure you know which one that one is. The Long Morrow. I don't know if you've seen that one, Jay. It's when the astronaut falls in love before he goes on a mission to space. It has a great twist at the end. What else? Those are my top 3. Those are my top 3 for sure, man. I love those. I always make sure to watch those every year at some point. I love Variety Vendor says, I love the episode where a guy makes a bet to be silent for a year. Yes, I love that one. The twist at the end is also a crazy one, bro. Oh yeah, the marathon does come in a month. I used to watch that shit all the time, bro, every year as a kid. Of course, there's classics like Eye of the Beholder. I think that was the first one I ever saw, and it blew my mind. And then let me give you one more so I can have a top 5. Let's see. Hook. The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street. I love that one. The one where the aliens make the whole neighborhood fight against each other. That was pretty cool. Variety Vendor, shoot, that's the type of thing I would do on Twitch if I ever joined Twitch. So Hook wins the Rumble. M-Casp asked Vikingo or Osprey between those two, and I can only pick one. Damn, that's cruel. That's cruel, man. I would pick Osprey, but that's messed up to ask someone. And then between Mercedes and Julia, um, why y'all making this hard on me? Probably Mercedes, man. I'm sorry. Hook is going all in. Yeah, variety vendor. You guys have some good ideas, man. I mean, I have thought about crossing over onto Twitch, but it's something that I have to plan out. So I can actually do like more not I wouldn't if I do Twitch, I would be doing like watch alongs and stuff like that. Pretty newsworthy collision, guys. It's crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. What Jay says number 12 looks just like you is a great one as well. I was actually thinking of that one, man. Like for some reason, um, the one where they all like get surgery to look the same, right? The Obsolete Man is also good. Eye of the Beholder. Yeah. A nice place to visit. That's a cool one too. That's a good list, man. Like the Twilight Zone has so many classic episodes, it's crazy. Like every twist that you see in every movie and show these days, chances are that the Twilight Zone did it first. Do I see AEW hitting El Paso next year? So I have surprisingly I have a source at the venue here in El Paso that they ran. Um, and I would consider him a friend now because we talk every now and then. But yeah, he told me that yeah they plan on coming back around the same time next year, which is like February. So I hope so. I hope they come here, bro. Because that guy told me that AEW was really happy with the business they did in the venue. Because yeah, we practically sold it out. And yeah. Do you quote Ace Ventura quoting Twilight Zone? I still haven't seen Alfred Hitchcock Presents, but I have heard that it's like the Twilight Zone, so I need to check that out. With the bunny leaving, does that mean the butcher and the blade are gone too? I have a bad feeling about that one, man. I would not be surprised if, I woke up tomorrow to learn that their contracts expired and that they were, not renewed. Ace Ventura. That's classic, man. Night Gallery, yeah, I've seen Rod Serling's Night Gallery. Just because it is Rod Serling still, so. Transformers animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and then Transformers Prime. My boy Garrick loves Transformers, that's what's up. Yeah, guys, I actually think I'm gonna call it a night here, but it was a super fun stream, y'all. I will keep you guys posted on any other streaming news and stuff. I'm still considering making a channel where I talk about other stuff, guys. So, or continuing on the one that I already had, but that flopped. But yeah, UFC tonight, drive Steven. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it a night here. So I hope y'all have a good night. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekends, and I will see y'all for the Go Home Dynamite on Wednesday, man. The next time I see you guys, it'll be Full Gear week. It'll be pay-per-view week. So get hyped, y'all. Get hyped. I appreciate every one of you guys coming through. Am I doing a Full Gear stream? I don't do post pay-per-view streams because I'm usually tired by the end of them. But I will to make up for it. I will make like a pay-per-view review like I did for Wrestle Dream, like a 15-minute video on it. So yeah, guys. Yeah, guys. Next week's a big week, so let's do it. Get hyped, y'all. Get hyped. But yeah, you guys have a good night. All right. Stay safe. Stay fast. Peace.